TwitchCon 2025, day 2. Let's go. We're gonna have some conversations and we're gonna change some lives. Welcome back. TwitchCon 2025 has been a whirlwind. We have 2 solid conversations for you today, beginning with Deadpool and Jack Skellington, and a conversation about debt, emergency funds, and freedom. Later in the video, we'll discuss winning the lottery and how a lawyer can protect you in that process. Stick around, you don't want to miss that. All right, hey, I really appreciate you guys sitting down. We'll start with ladies first here. I can't fully tell, but I think not lady. Yeah, okay, just that's what I assumed here. But I would love for you to answer, what is a financial lesson that you've learned that you think other people could benefit from?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna have to say, when you're building your credit, make sure you're always paying on time, or the amount that you need on time or more. Because if you pay more on, then you're golden.
Yeah. I love that advice. I love that advice. A lot of people just pay the minimums.
Yeah.
For years, I was one of those guys from the ages of like 18 to 21. I maxed out a credit card and I just paid the minimum. And as my balance kept creeping up, they started giving me more credit. But I think that was just to allow my balance to go up. And then I didn't actually pay off my credit card until I got a first like real job. But that hung around with me for 3 years. That's beautiful advice. Beautiful advice. What do you got, sir?
So what was the question again?
What is a financial lesson that you've learned that you think other people could benefit from?
One financial advice that I've learned was always have a emergency fund, like set up in your bank account. So like always set aside, like, you know, always make sure you have like $1,000 in or higher, you know, in your bank account and your savings account. Just don't touch that. Leave that for, like, say your tire popped and you need a tire on your car, or, you know, there's a little mold in your house, you know, like you have a back pocket in order to do that. So
yeah, can I piggyback on that?
Sure.
So I think $1,000 is a great way for people to start. If you got a bunch of other financial things, like you're paying off a credit card, you have all these things going on, having $1,000 there in case something else comes up while you're going through that is very good. But if you're like in a financially good spot, I actually think you should have about 12 months of basic living expenses to the side in like a high yield savings account or a money market for what you talked about. Oh, yeah. People lose their jobs, especially right here, right? Income is not consistent for streamers and gig workers, whatever it is. So if you have that there, for the same reasons you just explained, no matter what happens to you, you have a year to find the best thing for you to move forward in, as opposed to what a lot of people do. If they don't have an emergency fund, they're just taking the first job. If they get fired or company closes or whatever, they take the first job, not something they love, not something they're passionate about, just the first job. I have to have a paycheck. Whereas that emergency fund, if it's long enough, you can pursue the job, career that will fulfill you.
I like that.
So it's a little bit longer. Some people are like 12 months, but you know, if we think back to the pandemic, a lot of people lost a job for way longer than they thought, right? That's where an emergency comes from. It's for the unexpected, or you pop your tire, boom, you pull that out, and start replenishing it while you're working. But
oh yeah, definitely, I definitely agree. Because like I work at Walmart, so it's like it's hard, especially now because all the prices are going up and all that. So I definitely agree with the 12-month thing. So
gives you a lot of peace of mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have another question. It's a question from my wife, if you guys are into that.
Yeah.
Sure.
That one kind of, what does financial freedom look like to you?
I'll let her go first.
Ladies first.
Yep.
What does financial freedom look like? when you have enough to be able to do what you want, like go on vacations, go to cons,
Yeah.
like just you can do whatever and not have to worry.
Not stressed.
Like you're stress free. You're like, oh, I don't have to look at this number. Just
You know you got it.
yeah, I can just do it.
Yeah.
Just go. Like do whatever you want. Buy a house, buy a car, whatever.
I love that. Are you, this might be too forward, but are you taking steps to put yourself in that position?
I feel like you should be, just because, and that also goes along with, you know, having that emergency fund.
Yep.
Like, you should be able to, like, you know, put forward the steps to have that financial freedom or have that emergency fund.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, I know everyone, they live paycheck to paycheck or like dollar to dollar, but if you're living paycheck to paycheck, at least try to put some aside later so you can have that first step to that financial freedom.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So financial freedom to me is like piggybacking off of what I said earlier, was, you know, having that $1,000, right? But making sure that, like, you know, like she was saying, you don't need to look at the price, you know, like you have it. And like, what else it looks like to me is that, like, you know, let's say, you know, you want a car, right? And you know that you have it. You don't need to think twice about it. You can go to the dealership and be like, bam, here you go, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm a big car guy, so.
Yeah, I love that. You know, there's one step that can actually make people who aren't making, right? A lot of people think financial freedom comes when you start making a ton of money. Financial freedom, that dude in the backpack dropped it off all sneakily. But if you guys do a budget, I know that sounds crazy, but literally every penny, like everything that you're walking around spending, write it down over the course of your month, over the course of your year, and you really start to refine, because you'll see and go, I'm spending $300 a month on coffee, or, you know, whatever it is. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I could be saving $200 a month by making this change, that change. And it starts to make you truly pay attention to every dollar coming in, every dollar coming out. Then you start setting that money aside for different goals. And then that freedom you're talking about, right? You've been saving up for this car. Now you've saved up 50 grand over how much time. And now you're like, I'm gonna go get that car I've been saving for.
Yep.
I'm putting it on cash, not get a loan. Boom, it's a
no
beautiful
payment.
thing. Yeah, it's a beautiful way to live.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No
course.
problem.
These two were so much fun to chat with.
At Free Advice Guy, our mission is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. If you'd like to join the mission, click the Patreon link down below for a free budgeting worksheet and exclusive community content and live streams. Together, we will help millions of people achieve financial literacy.
I want to give a special shout out to our contributing Patreon members. Patreon is going to be the lifeblood of this mission. With your help, we are going to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Next up, I won the lottery. What now?
Say I won the lottery, right? But my lawyer advised me not to tell anyone.
Good lawyer.
That's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Like-
Don't.
Besides him.
Yeah, until like there comes a point, because what they're going to tell you to do, you go and talk to these wealth people, they're going to set it up in a way that you're protected.
Okay.
But if you talk about it first, now somebody knows, they might try and get you before you're protected.
So you don't think it'll be wise to get like 2 different lawyers instead of just one?
You'll get a team. Depending on how big your lottery winnings are, you'll get a team. Like, I know it's going to sound...
Like the same firm? Like, is that wise? Like, you know what I mean?
A lot of the time they work together, or it'll be a firm. We'll have like, our firm works with this firm and that firm as a team, right? They're designed for windfalls, essentially, and to make sure that you're protected.
I'll wait. Sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering, like,
Yeah, I don't want to block him from the
is it
view,
safe
man.
to
He's on the
trust
camera.
one lawyer? Like, you know?
Is what?
I always wonder, is it safe to just trust one lawyer? Because, like,
I mean, you got to research them, right? Look at their track record, see what their history is, see what their clients say about them, things like that. But it never hurts to get multiple opinions. But if you won the lottery, you would shop any of them anyway, right? Who's going to charge you the most? Who's going to give you the most? You're going to look up their reputation afterwards, stuff like that. So yeah, don't just go to the first person that you see. Definitely research, meet with them, make sure you get the right vibe, but definitely don't tell anybody if you win the lottery.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, great. Free advice guy or Luke?
Luke?
Luke.
Yo, Luke, let's go.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you Luke?
Luke.
No, can I give you a hug?
Absolutely.
Good to meet you, man.
So nice to meet you. All right, enjoy the fun.
Thank you.
That's all for today's video. Be sure to check out tomorrow's episode where we talk about how not to waste your money and what to do with an old employer's 401k account. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you in the next video.